Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for watching. This video I'm going to start with another diorama. I've got to the point now with my last diorama is nearly finished. I've only got a few more bits to do on it. And I've got figures to paint and things to put on it. So I'm not really going to show any more of that one. I want the guy I'm making it for wants to just keep it a bit of a secret. So this next diorama is going to be for me Goodyear Bridge. Now I've got that my Goodyear Bridge. I'm just sticking this top piece in here, just holding it down with masking tape while super glue goes off. So on this, with this diorama, it's going to be so, my wooden plate's about so big, about this, about just wide enough for the bridge. And I'm going to have a car, I'm going to have a safety car run underneath it. Now this is off my old layout. I've glued it down, took all guts out of it, glued it down and put wires down for lights to come on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill my board, and I'll just show you my board now. This is what I've marked out, this ply board here. So that's where my bridge is going to sit, in them gaps, and then my safety car will go underneath like that. And then I'm going to build the bridge up a little bit, lift it off that wood so it's a bit higher up, and then put wires through underneath board like I did with my last one, and put some power to it and give it so it's all lighting up, flashing. So mate, that's it. I'll just pause the video and I can cut that wood, and then I'll route it bottom, route it track out at bottom and run my wires and all that. So see you in a little while. Right guys, so I've cut my plinth to rest it on, and then I've cut some blocks to just lift up a little bit. So I'll get them screwed in there. I can put my bridge in place. So that's now the bridge is in place there. So in this area underneath the bridge I need to turn into a racetrack, and then the ends I need to turn into grass verge and walkway. So my wires are going to go down through them two levels there, and then same, that side's not going to have any wires, that side will just be screwed in and made into a grass verge. So need to put some barriers on. Need to put some barriers on track as well, I think, and some curbing. So I can do that. So I'll just put you back on the stand. Right. So what I need to do is get this cheap rubbish PVA. No point in using really good stuff. I've already marked round my blocks for where that's going to go. Now I've marked underneath just there. That's my edge of my bridge. So if I line that up there, roughly do that. That's where my wires are going to be, roughly in the middle of that one. And then down that line there. So I can just drop that on. I'll go and get some screws. So other thing you can do, well, when you're getting your screws, you want about 1 inch, so that if you test it against both pieces of wood, you know you're not going to be going. You get that other side down middle, I know that it's not going to be going to the bottom. So I want a load of them screws getting out. I could get a load of see if I can find some other screws. So I've got a box of inch 8s. Got my big drill out so you can force it in. And that hasn't stuck to my bench, so that's good. And that's just off level. What I'll have to do is I have to go underneath my board and I have to cut them heads off. That drill's really pulling them screws in. Really forcing that in, so what's happening is screws going through the bottom of wood. Right, so you can see my wood, them screws have come through. I ain't got any smaller ones, so what I'll do is I'll have to chop them off with grinder. So I'll put that on. May as well put that on there now, and I can cut them all off together at the same time. Stand that on there. Right, so they're all poking through. I'll just get my grinder out and I'll just skin them screws off, them threads off at the end. Right, so just skim them screw heads off there with grinder. So that's the 4-inch grinder, handheld grinder. Right, so now I can put that on my bench. Slightly too big for my bench. between my vice and my angle cutter. Right, so now I need to mark where I'm going to put my car. Oh. So that's going to sit there, just like so. So when my wire's been on that side, on this far side here, when my wire's been here for this, I can mark that there and there. Then I want to put my car on, my safety car on. So he wants to be roughly at middle of the track. So if I put roughly in the middle there, where guider goes, through middle badge, through middle onto the track. And that's roughly about that, I think. There and there. And then I can go with my wires. I'll join them lines up. So that's going to be my point for drilling there. So I've got this to drill here to put them wires through for the bridge, then drill that there to put wires through for the safety car. I'll get my big drill out. Big 10mm drill bit. That's plenty big enough to get this job done. Right, so that's my holes drilled. So, hold my sanding block. Just take them edges off. Right, so I'll get my scalpel for that one. Just cut them round. Same on this side. Right, so put my wires in. Put wires in for the safety car just there. Line badges up on my line. So then these two I'll route to me board out again, and I'll come across for that. Come across, straight line across there, and then out put wires on the end. I measure centre my hole there is 75mm. Measure at 75mm here. $75mm there. This is going to be my router line to router that in. And I'll just get I'll just do that one at an angle into there. Got all the wires. Right. I'll get router out and I'll router that one up. Right, I've routed that out. It's not a very good job. I've gone off a bit here and down there. I've got a bit better towards the end, but it run off there and it's run off there. Don't really matter that much. You're not going to see any of it. So now what I can do is put my bridge on there. So I need to decide. Let's take this tape off here. Let's hope that's stuck alright. Yeah, so what I've got to do is do tracking now. Put my barriers on, and I need to get some you know, that curbing. I think I might put some curbs on it, so it looks like we'll possibly just come out of a bend. Now I've got this top piece on. I just need to do touching a bit. Do a bit of touching in with paintbrush. Get these colours in better. Possibly do a bit of touching on these letters as well. Some of these letters aren't that finished that well. But as far as the Goodyear bridge is, that's it finished, building wise. Now I've stuck this top brace on here, that's it finished building wise. So I'll crack on with that. I'll crack on with this bit. That drops in that gap. So when it's not on my layout, when my vision's on my layout, I can put it on this plinth and show it off. Show it around a bit, and then that little tag comes out at the side there. So I've got a load of barriers, crash barriers. I think they might be just about right. Oh, that's perfect for me, that. Just about right length then. So I think I'll stick them in. Drill my holes for them, put them down, and then put my boards in on the bottom. My half straight borders. So I'm going to get some of these curbings and put them curbings in as well, I think. So I'll just pull that out. Put that up there. So I need to equal distance these barriers and then drill my holes and drop them down. $20mm that side. We've only got 12mm that side. Or 15. One more mil. Right, so that's near as damn it. That'll do. One there, and one there. I'm going to sharpen my pencil. Going a bit. A bit soft on the end. Draw that line up there, nice and sharp line now, instead of a faded line. Try my barrier in there. Yeah, that's about right. On these barriers, it's got a little bit of a mark there, look at the bottom. I'll clean that off, because that goes into on the plastic borders you get with the scale electric track. That bit clips into a plastic border. I don't want that. I don't want that on here this time. So that's that one sorted. Oh, 16mm from each end. $8mm from that block. So you want a good decent size square when you're doing stuff that you're building, like I'm building here. Then you want a good sharp knife, decent rulers, engineer's rulers. Could just do a good set of tools, really. Right, so go and find my drill bit I used last time for cutting for drilling a hole in for these pegs. And I think I'll get some black primer on this board and see how it. Hopefully it'll dry quite quick. It's really windy today. There's no not much rain about. So I'll go and warm me. I'll get my can of black primer I'll warm my can up. I can paint it and then put it outside, and then paint it outside, and then fetch it in. So I'm going to be careful not to go all the way through the board. Get it roughly lined up. On that edge. Right, so that one's not quite deep enough. That middle one's deep enough. It needs a little bit more on each end. You don't want to go all the way through the board. So I'm going to be really careful not to go too deep. That's better. Right, so now that's that barrier. That's that barrier in place. So from this side, all this is going to get covered. I'm going to paint it brown and grass it off, and then same on this side. So all I want to do is just get my drill bit roughly in the middle. That one needs a bit more. That one's right. That one's right. Oh no. Yeah, they're alright then. Right. That's what it'll look like. With barriers in. And then with carving as well. So that's when that's painted black, and that's all in. That was pretty good, that does. So now I want to measure in from the track. I want to measure from the centre line how far each way I want the track to be. Do I want a little bit of a narrow track and a bit of grass to barriers, or do I want that full width at track to end at barrier? Full track width there, or curbs? I think I'll do that curb. I think I'll do a bit of grass and a bit of curbs. So I want a big 2 foot ruler, because it's more than a foot wide. That's weird, that is. So my track width there, it just happens to be the same length. How weird's that, how that's worked out? Exactly the same as a piece of track. The width of me. The width of me between my barriers is exactly the same width as a piece of electric track. That's mad how that's worked out. Strange coincidence there. Let's sort the camera out. Right. So I'll do. So a standard piece of track is 350 long by 155 by 155 wide. So half of 150 is 75, half of 5 is 2.5, so that's 55.7mm each side of me. I want to be doing that on each side of me centre line. 57.5. So get ruler out. You should never measure from end up. You should never mark your mark from end up ruler. So I'm going to set me to 100mm and then do 57.5. That's 55, 57. 5, 6, 7, 7.5. End up same at this end. 5, 6, 7. So now if I measure that up, just do me line on that. That's not worked out, has it? 77.5, not 55. Alright, start again. So I'm going to go 77.5 is there. I'll use this ruler because it's got better mill on either side. So from my centre line, put my 100mm on my centre line and count down 70, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77.5 there. Do the same on this side. Yeah, 60, 70, 75, 77.5. Raining now. Mark that and that. A piece of track. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, it's right friggin' size now. You don't mask properly. So I'll line that on my lines I've just done. Scribe down either side. So that's my width for my track. So that's black, the curbs, green, everything else green. Green grass. So now I need to get some borders out and mark up my track border for there. So hold on a second. Right, we've got two border beams here. So I'm going to cut that. I need to cut that up to fit in that gap there. So I need to get router out again and router this edge out here. So hopefully I'm not going to cock it up this time and make a mess of it, because now we want scenic side. So that's really how to measure that, shouldn't I? So these borders here are 10, 13mm gap I need. So I'm at 13mm, well no, I'll go 14mm. There. 14mm there. So that's my cut line, my cut there. And look, same on this end. $14mm. $14mm. Line that through there. That's my cut. So, and I only want it really shallow. I want a really shallow cut. So measure that. That's 4mm. So these channels here, these channels I've just drawn down, they need to be 4mm deep. Just 4mm, that's all. So I'll get me, I'll go and get my router back out again and I'll sort that out. Right guys, that's both my channels done. For my curbs, for the edge of my track. So what I'm going to do now is, because they've all got stuff underneath. We've got pegs on there, and a peg on there. I want to clean them off. So if I get my little cut off tool, I can just cut them off. Alright, so I'm cut off. So now that just drops in that gap. Oh, yeah. That just drops in that gap there. Like that. So now I've got my barrier on. Just need to trim this one down, put that one in. I think we're going to be getting ready for paint. So it is only just a coat of primer, it's not going to be the finished coat. It's going to be a standard coat of primer, that's all. Just on over all of it. So when I come to put my other coats of paint on, they don't soak through into ply. So I'll just trim them down and then I'll trim these down and call it a day for this video, and I can paint that, so when I come back after I've painted it, it'll look different again. I'll just cut these off in my just cut these off in here, and me cut off in my square. That's one in. That's one in, that's them both in. So what I'll do is, I'll call it a day now for today. Well, I'll call it that on this video. I'll go and paint this, get some dinner, and when I come back, when I've uploaded the next video, that should be all black and ready to paint with my brown and grass it and do all other stuff. So I'll call it a day and see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.